get my XXL magazine? Did I get it? Oh, hey, what up, y'all? Welcome to this. I didn't know you were here yet. Welcome to the first ever XXL DVD magazine. Y'all know who this is. It's your boy Big Tigger doing big things. Working with the hottest hip hop publication on the stands, in the streets, and now on your TV screen. Now you may ask yourself, why does XXL need to bother getting into the DVD world when they already got the magazine game on Smash? Well, the answer is real simple, because XXL is about to show you how to do this, son. I'm trying to tell you how to cover hip-hop on a higher level. Now, for this premiere volume of the DVD, XXL went across the country to catch up with some of rap's favorites, with 6 different news stories dedicated to investigating this game and its surroundings. You'll go up close and personal to meet the newest addition to the unstoppable G-Unit crew and see how a hip-hop legend lets off a little steam on the green. You'll watch a pioneer educate a new jack, hustle hard with the people's champ, and meet the woman involved in the takeover. You'll also link up with one of the South's highest-ranking soldiers caught in the middle of a national disaster. It's one of the special folks. So sit back and enjoy what XXL has been busting their ass to bring to you. And remember, as always, this is hip-hop on a higher level. Now, for the first feature, XXL traveled down to Houston to see what's up with hip-hop's ultimate hustler, Paul Wall. The People's Champ has not only sold 1 million records and got the internet going nuts, but he's quite the entrepreneur. His business is grills. I'm talking about the crazy hot grills. Together with his partner TV Johnny, the two have shined up the smiles of some of rap's biggest stars. From T.I. to Lil Jon to Twista to Nelly, their hold on one of hip-hop's fastest growing trends is strong. And you don't have to be from the South to get a grill anymore. Everybody's wearing diamonds, platinum, and gold in their mouth. So XXL traveled to Paul and Johnny's headquarters in H-Town to see where the hip-hop world goes to get an invisible set, one by one, or nonstop. See, a lot of y'all don't even know what that is yet, but you will.
What it do, baby Power Wow? I'm finna take y'all on tour just a little bit. This is our workshop where we make all the grills. A lot of people been asking me how they can get their grills. Well, this is the easiest way. You stop by, get your, consultation up, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna advise you on how you can get your diamonds or this or that, you know what I'm saying? But I got a couple homeboys that gonna be coming through, you know what I'm saying? See, I just stick around, it's gonna be going down. Fat Joe might come through, Slim Thug, the boss might come through. You never know who might stop by, baby.
What the business is? Oh, easy, Johnny. Johnny, how you doing, my brother? Yeah. Everything good? Yeah. All right. You know it's crack, bitch, right? Yeah. It's crack, bitch. That's right, baby. You know that. All right. Yo, Paul, how long we supposed to do these grills, man? It's been a minute, right?
Yeah, man.
Yo, Paul, what's the cup for? What's that, a pimp cup?
A drink cup. For that good old drink. That good old serve.
Scissor? They gave you that legal scissor.
That's how you do it.
That's how you do it?
How you do it, so when they come up on you and say what you got up in that cup.
So you be sipping on that scissor, sipping on that sipping on that scissor.
Yeah.
Sipping on that
That'd be the two things. Every time, we get a lot of people from out of town, I always say where the grill at, where the serve at. You know what I'm saying?
You always want to know where the scissor at, right?
It's all good.
Yeah,
we
he's
got
one
it.
of them, this guy. He's a fucking scissor junkie. Flippy be giving him that scissor every time he see him. Huh?
Beats that.
Fuck with that lean, huh?
Beats some of that.
I seen this nigga at Khaled's birthday party in Miami.
Yeah.
He was on stage, his fucking, oh shit.
Oh, yeah.
He was like,
Oh, fine.
Right now.
Flag.com,
That's the ones you wear?
PuertoRico.com.
shit shine, B.
Let's see.
So when you close like this one, you see the flag.
Oh,
Black, white, blue, and
When
the
you close,
star.
that's how I want it, just like that. But the flag, that's like that. Because that means if you can wear it, I can wear it.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
If you can pull it off, I can pull it off, my brother. So just like that, we be good. You know what I mean? He got the comfortable ones. No need to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? So we can't do like the flag, right?
How the flag go?
It's like the flag, show 'em us.
Star there. How many shapes is there?
Yeah, I don't know how many shirts, but that's it.
No, simple. Like it's like what is it?
like
Blue,
that.
red, white.
See how you do it with the star? So we got the star.
Right.
So it'll be like that.
And then we'll find a
The
picture of
flag?
it to make it exact.
Yeah. You gotta find a picture of the flag perfectly. So that way when I close my mouth, red, white, and blue.
Red, white, blue.
Red, white, blue.
Classic.
That's gonna be serious there. That's gonna look nice.
How long that take, Johnny? I know you backed up.
But we got it done. Regular would take like 2 weeks, but we can get it done by the weekend. This weekend.
Beautiful. The grills itself, like, you know, it's a phenomenon, and I just feel whether you from East, South, West, whatever the case may be, hip hop is just one culture, one family, and if it's hot and it's popping from Houston, there's nothing wrong with embracing the style of Houston and you know, rocking with it because the shit is dope.
Is that the
amazing.
first time you came here or
I've been coming to Houston since South Park, Mexican.
Yeah.
Since you know, fucking Dope House.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Bumbeat, crazy years, I know that nigga. So I've been coming out here for a long time. It's all good though. So we gonna get the fuck out of here. Where do we do the mole at?
right here?
Let's go, let's do the mole. Let's do the mole. Tell him.
What did you say?
It's crack, bitch.
Squack, bitch. I don't know how to say that. Squack.
Crack, bitch.
Squack, bitch.
Kick, crack.
Crack. Ah, crack.
Yo, but everybody's doing teeth out there, Paul.
I'll show you. I'm going to show you.
Yo, that shit is cool.
Oh man, whatever.
That's how you doing?
I show you when we set a diamond. We have a diamond tester on another side. I show you when we set it invisible.
The diamond part's over there.
Oh yeah, I have.
Everything, as you can see, everything is handmade.
Handmade.
Especially for each individual customer.
Right.
They take care of you perfect.
Don't break
Johnny! Oh, man. Johnny! Killing him, my nigga. You killing him. Johnny!
Thank you.
Wiggity wow. What's up, homie? Johnny, what's going on, man? You good?
Yeah.
I'm ready to get shined up, man. I need me a new grill, man. You gotta give me a new bright smile, man.
Yes,
Let's do it.
Star.
What you got? What you got?
You want to do it in yellow gold or in white?
I don't know, man. Let's see. I might want to do the white.
Okay. It's gonna look good too. You gonna see the diamonds, the yellow diamonds real good. So we gonna do like this to match with the yellow. So we got the yellow and the white. So we'll do it just like this kind.
That
You
would
think
be
we should
nice.
do
You see that on there?
That's it.
This is another good one too, right here, like this. We could do maybe 6 like this, and then 8 on the end.
You gotta work
Yeah.
in mind.
But had them single, you want to do 8 non-stop.
Because you have the single one, right? That's why you never get the non-stop before.
No, I ain't got the non-stop.
Do
You
like,
got 6 at the bottom right there?
Yeah, 6 at the bottom, 6 at the top.
so we got the try one of the non-stop. We'll do like 6 at the bottom.
Yeah.
So,
Think we should do it like this with a yellow strip in the middle too? Or no, that's too much.
to me, that will be a little bit too much yellow. You know what I'm saying? Because we need to the white diamond is shine good in there. More spot in there.
That might be the best one, probably, if I do the white one with the yellow around.
But you look at us already, you don't like this kind of stuff because
I like that, it's cool.
but they got the
See, I might need to do it like, you see how I do it? I got these 2 chains, and one of them like that, one of them half and half, and the other one with the things. You think we ought to do something like that? Like, you know how the top half and half, and then the bottom on some shit like that? What you think that would look like?
yeah, that's not good.
I'm ready for that grill, though.
And
You know, my T cut. Cause I had a permanent grill since I was like 15. And when this shit came out, I was like 17, 18. I got the other shit. It's fucked up.
Oh, that's how it, okay.
Ugh.
They
Yeah, I can't. I close my mouth and my teeth don't touch. See, like most people, when they eat, they gotta take their shit out. I gotta leave my shit in.
Remember how your first grill looked? Which was all solid?
It was gold. It had slim cut in it, you know what I'm saying? Then, I don't know how old I was when I got this shit here, this invisible set shit. I got this shit a long time ago though, man. I had this fucking grill for the longest, man.
The 2 kinds of invisible sets. One of them is the 1x1 where it shows each of the teeth.
Individual tooth, and you got the all
Non-stop, where it shows. But the basic concept of it is you don't see the metal. You see the metal outline, but not in the inside. They're all bunched together. You see, on this one, you have both the invisible sets. You got the non-stop and the 1x1. You get both of them together, but that's the basic concept of the invisible set.
Like when you get the channel set and stuff like that, it'd
That's
be
in
more
the box
bulky.
part. Yeah, that's
like other dudes. Like when it first came out, like dudes used to get like earrings kind of and get them shit sorted on there and shit.
See these earrings, right?
You know what I'm saying? I really look at it like I got a lot of these dudes doing these grills. You know what I'm saying? We look at it like we the ones who really started this shit, so it ain't really no competition. It's just, you know what I'm saying?
See, this is the block set, and this is the earring. It's invisible set. So when you do the block set in the machine, these are machine block set, where the machine will make thousands of these. You know what I'm saying? And then we just got them all stocked up. We can either sell them as earrings, or if we get a lot of orders, we can just cut this off and decide our own tooth, and bam, we got an invisible
the
set.
reason why we keep this stock
Not
because
handset.
because people will say, I want a grill like Slim Thug, I want a grill like Powerwall, but they
don't have Slim Thug money.
That's the main difference. So we have to use this one. But that's why the quality is not the same.
It's like a symbolism of poverty at first. You know, back in the day, you couldn't go to the dentist on the regular, get your teeth cleaned, so you'd have to go get some gold teeth capped on your teeth. You know what I'm saying? So that's like where you see like my grandma, or like my older uncles, you know, they got gold teeth, but it's not nowhere near like this. And it eventually started, you know, turning into having diamonds. Like I used to hear
real
Kiki and Fat Pat talking about they had diamonds in their mouth, and it was like whole different. And the Slim got them, walking around the highways of Ike, rapping on Swisher House tapes. When you put on Swisher House tape, then it became a trend. Like,
You gotta keep a bright smile, man. That's just what it is. Houston is really a city that got their own style. Just like you'll go to, you know, Atlanta, and they more of a crunk city. You know what I'm saying? They got in the clubs, they got these dances. You you never heard of when you know if you from here. People out here more laid back. You know what I'm saying, and do things slower. Instead of speeding things up and being more amped up and crunk, they slow things down and be more laid back with it. You know, that's just our style out here. You know, it's cool, that's us. Not too many people out of here, you know, had major deals. So a lot of the artists like me and Power Wild back in the day, we wasn't rapping to get a major deal. We was just rapping, you know, for the city. And now that the whole world getting to look at what we do and how we do it, it seems like they all fascinated with it. You know, like we say, we got people getting grills, you know, doing all that stuff, which is all cool. Like we ain't, you know, knocking that not one bit. It's a beautiful thing. And we just get a lot of love from everybody out of town, man. And it's a blessing, man, for us to, you know, finally get our time to shine. You know what I'm saying? For so long we've been doing it down here independent, and people overlooking the whole Houston movement, and now it seems like we getting the most respect we ever had, ever, you know what I'm saying? So it's just a blessing for me, Power Wow, and Mike Jones, and everybody else to be a part of that, man, you know what I'm saying? So we just happy.
Okay, so we crackers getting grills now. The Puerto Rican flag. You check that joint out, DJ Khaled's new video, you understand me? Now you know it's not just a Southern thing anymore, though most of the rappers from the Dirty Dirty have a set of Paul Weezy's grills. That includes Hot Boy, original Hot Boy BG, who has always had a blinged out mouth full of ice. Now Big Jizzle has been down with XXL for a while, and this past year his hometown of New Orleans suffered one of the deadliest and most destructive hurricanes in U.S. history, Hurricane Katrina. On August 29th of 2005, Katrina struck Mississippi, Alabama, Florida, and Louisiana, decimating cities and hoods all throughout the South. After the Category 4 storm slammed into New Orleans, the levee system protecting the city below sea level failed, causing water to flood some parts of New Orleans entirely, leaving the city and its people devastated. Now, a lot of you may have never been to the NO before, but rap fans should be familiar with some of its places just from the music and the videos over the years. Y'all have to wonder what happened to places like No Limits Calio or Cash Money's Magnolia, or even Bourbon Street. XXL met up with the heart of the streets, BG, down in New Orleans, did you hear me? New Orleans, to visit his city and see what happened firsthand to the NO and its soldiers. This shit's as real as it gets, people. Take a look.
Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. This is Lil BG, aka Big Jizzle, your #1 original hot boy, Chopper City representative. You already know they call me the heart of the streets. And I want to welcome you to New Orleans. It's called New Orleans on the map, but around 1995, I nicknamed it Chopper City. You know, we had a devastation here a few months back, and it was called Hurricane Katrina. 1994, we was the murder capital of the world, and in 2005, we was on our way to being the murder capital again. It was getting killed like 2-3 people a night. God had to do something to slow us down, but you know, God played his part. But then after that, the government played their part too, because I don't think it should have ended up as bad as it ended up, and I don't think them levees had no business breaking, you know. So y'all gonna be hanging with me for a minute, and I'm gonna stroll y'all through the hood and stroll y'all through where I be at and where I love to be at, and y'all give me y'all opinion. I'm gonna give y'all my opinion. I'm gonna show y'all what y'all want to see, you know, because what you see on CNN and what you about to see on XXL is gonna be two different worlds. And for the record, this house I was standing in front of, because we uptown right now, 13 Walk. You know, my hood, Fantasy Magnolia, is like a block away. I'm gonna bring y'all, you know, through the hood. And one of my little homies used to stay in this house. My little partner, Gerard, he used to stay in this house. And it ain't even much no house no more. You know what I mean? It's like, man. That house there was like an old vacant house. Motherfuckers used to go in there and get loaded, you know, shoot dope, smoke crack. You know what I'm saying? It was like, you know, it was a fucked up house. So somebody bought it. You know what I'm saying? And the hurricane came through, and that's what the hurricane did to that house. I'm talking about it was a brand new house, just rebuilt, you know, for somebody to start their life over in. From my understanding, it probably was between 4 to 5 feet of water in this particular area right here. My little partner, little Warren, little David, you know what I'm saying? They used to stay in this house. Other parts of the city, the cleaning process then started up and stuff, and look, it's damn near 6 months later. You know what I'm saying? And, man, look at this, you know what I'm saying? Look at this shit, man. I mean, I know this was somebody on the block truck. I think this was for some old folks in the hood. I forgot who truck this was for, but it's just sitting there. It's fucked up. It's fucked up. I mean, it's fucked up, man. I done been in these houses when they was like, you know, when they was houses for real, you know what I'm saying? I done hung in these living rooms, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, came to these, you know what I'm saying? I mean, man, this probably was somebody's Christmas present. It's gonna be all good, you know? I mean, how FEMA gonna replace a nigga life with $4,500? Man, this shit crazy, man, you know what I'm saying? But it is what it is, man, you know what I mean? If you can remember the Hot Boys, We on Fire video, you know what I'm saying, where we running down that street. It's Valance Street right here, Valance and Magnolia. This Stan Barbershop I always talk about. I used to always talk about in my raps. Matter of fact, this is where I was discovered at from Brian and Ronald, you know what I'm saying, Cash Money Records. You know, I hung right here, man, and this spot right here inspired a lot of my music, man, a lot of my raps, you know what I'm saying, you know. I keep it gangster video, off my independent album, Living Legend, if you remember that. Hey, you see what I mean? This shit horrible, man. This shit crazy, man. FEMA or whoever, however, they ain't gonna give you no money unless they know they getting something back. You know what I'm saying? Three blocks from my set is the hospital. Matter of fact, this Baptist hospital. And this is the hospital my son was born in. A lot of people died in that hospital. You know, I don't know how true it is, but they say nurses and doctors was killing a lot of patients, you know what I'm saying, that they thought wouldn't make it and things of that nature, you know? Now, I'm showing you a whole nother world, you know what I'm saying, the real aftermath, you know what I'm saying? Behind us, this Lexus truck, you know what I'm saying, just sitting there, you know what I'm saying, cars, you know, just sitting, you know, houses just sitting. This car probably floated here from somewhere, you know? And the hurricane hit, what, August 29th? You know what I'm saying? They ain't get here till October. They in October, damn near the beginning of September. That's what, 2-3 months? You know what I'm saying? I mean, the water had been went down. You know what I'm saying? But they took their time to get here, you know? I'm about to finish showing you what's really good, you know what I'm saying, and what's really hood, you know what I'm saying? And right now, ain't nothing good in the hood, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's fucked up, you know what I'm saying? What's happening, homie? I know I see y'all, you know what I'm saying, holding it down, you know what I'm saying, putting y'all work down and shit. What y'all working on, like, in the city, like, you know what I'm saying?
We're working on picking up hazardous waste, paint, you know, different stuff like that, household stuff. Part of our team is moving the TVs, ice boxes, and washers and dryers and stuff like that. The people that you see downtown, they getting the whole hog, like all the trash that they putting out their house, they with them bulldozers picking up the whole.
All right.
So we picking up paint, different stuff like that.
All right. So they got the bulldozers and shit downtown, and then they got y'all picking up like little mediocre shit like that. And what y'all think about the whole Katrina situation, and the whole aftermath, and the whole government response, and the whole 9 yards?
I see it, Ron. Your man priority is making sure they get their business up and running so they can make money. Mardi Gras, tourist attraction, all of that. Everything else, they doing it because they know it got to be done. It ain't no rush, bro. They're telling us to come back. Where our children gonna go at? If you got a trailer park, you done turned that shit to a trailer park. You know what I'm saying? Put the trailer park by the dome. Tell the dawn now, put the fucking trailer park over there.
Believe that.
That's how I
Believe
feel.
that. Believe that. I respect it. I respect it. I respect it. Where you from?
I'm from out the St. Thomas.
Out of St. Thomas? Yeah.
Tempo, nigga, you know how it go.
Yeah, sick. Where you from?
Hollywood, 17, uptown, all day long.
Hollywood, 17. Well, you ever saw Lil Wayne back there?
No, I ain't never seen him. I ain't seen him. I mean, I've been gone a little while, but
All
so I ain't
right.
never
Yeah.
seen
You
him.
told me you just come home and shit,
Yeah,
man.
come on this summer, you heard me, but
Stay out shit, though. That's
yeah,
what's
man,
up.
that's
You
why
know
I'm
what
dirty
saying?
now. I like to dress like you dress,
Believe
but I
that.
know you gotta grind to get
Believe
there.
that. You know what I'm saying? I'm walking you through step by step and letting you see for real, what's really, you know what I'm saying, going on, you know, and you gonna see the difference between where I'm from and what they doing or how they working or what they rebuilding compared to downtown, French Quarters, Bourbon Street. We on Washington Avenue, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you already know that, you know what I'm saying, the Magnolia Project, you know what I'm saying, got a long roster, you know what I'm saying, rappers, you know, that came through the industry and fucked the game up, you know what I'm saying, most definitely. Rest in peace, my dog Soldier Slim, Magnolia Slim, you know what I'm saying, he represented and held this project down. My dog Juvenile. Oh! You see that? Get a real good, like, you hear me, you know what I'm saying? Soldier Slim, like, you hear me? That's a New Orleans legend right there. If niggas like us don't come back, you know what I'm saying, then other motherfuckers ain't gonna wanna come back. I'm coming back. I don't give a fuck. You hear me? You know what I'm saying? I'm coming back. It's gonna take for us to step up and come back to make the hood come back. Cause they rebuilding it for them other people. They ain't rebuilding for us, you know what I'm saying? So we gotta hold ourselves down, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? And we gonna make it happen.
The lights ain't on E. I don't know if I can say this on camera, but fuck Ray Nagin, straight out. And one more bubble, baby. Fuck Harry Lee, too. We know what you did. We know you had them people with them guns at that border with the people on the boat. They could have walked the Baton Rouge, you jive fat fucker. Yeah, you cut us off.
It's a fucked up situation, you know. It's a fucked up situation, man. And they got the park right across the street, Shakespeare Park. They got about 100, 200 motherfucking, hold up, let me show you. They got about 100, 200 trailers in the park. They about to make it even worse, man, with these trailers, you know what I'm saying? Cause it's like somebody you having trouble with, you know what I'm saying? They might be beefing with each other and stand next door to each other, you know? Man, this trailer shit, bro, I swear, man, this shit crazy, man. Look at this shit, man. Look at that shit, man.
It's amazing, they put everybody.
I mean, man, how you going, man, nigga king, man? We gonna be living like refugees for real. We standing in front, the infamous Rose Tavern, you know, directly across the street from the Calio Project, you know what I'm saying? Home of No Limit Records, you know what I'm saying? Home of Master P, you know what I'm saying? C Murder, you know what I'm saying? Much love, much respect, you know what I'm saying? Silk the Shocker. And what you seeing behind me right now is like anybody who know about New Orleans or know New Orleans history, you know what I'm saying? You know, we got something called second line music, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you hear me, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all don't know nothing about that, you know what I'm saying? If you ain't from the NO, you really wouldn't understand how to, you know what I'm saying, like work your feet, you know what I'm saying? That, you know, the footwork, make them sweat and all that good shit, you know what I'm saying? But it's a combination of trumpets, snare drums, bass drums, saxophones, baritones, and it's mixed up. This whole project was full of people, you know what I'm saying? They had thousands of residents living back here. Oh, shit. Man. Damn. Take a look. I ain't gonna lie. I'm scared to go in that bitch. Huh? I ain't scared of nothing. I don't want to see no big ass neutral red. How is we gonna deal with this? Raekwon, Bush, Cheney, Price. What's up, what's up, what's up, what's happening? This little BG, Chisel, the comeback kid, the heart of the streets, and it ain't stopped yet. We still touring, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Y'all asked me when we was uptown, you know what I'm saying? Did it get any worse, or was that the baddest or whatever? So we downtown now, you know what I'm saying? In the night walk, you know, and I want to bring y'all to a house that I'm familiar with, you know what I'm saying? It's my homie's sister house. And this area that we in, excuse me, is one of the hardest hit areas. Like, this the area when you saw the news and you saw the people on the roofs and waving the flags and trying to get assistance and everything like that. Yeah, this the area right here, you know what I'm saying? So we gonna go up in here, you know what I'm saying? Step. This your sister house, you know what I'm saying? First and foremost, all right, we're in the ninth wall. How high the water was here?
Like, up here. About almost to the ceiling.
10 feet of water. While we was in the ninth wall, I wanted to make a stop, you know what I'm saying, to a little spot, you know. That meant a lot to me, you know what I'm saying? It was like first house I bought in '98 when I started getting a little money or whatever, you know what I'm saying? When I started seeing a little daylight, you know, I bought a house for my mama, you know, the first thing you do when you get some money. The house had like 7.5, almost 8 feet of water, you know what I'm saying? And man, the inside is still, you know, we can't even much get in there, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, at first I was gonna, you know, gut the house out and rebuild it, you know what I'm saying? But then Mom looked around and saw none of her neighbors wasn't coming back. So she was like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just, you know what I'm saying? She told me to go ahead and sell it. She had a little dog called Fluff, you know what I'm saying? And I told her she should evacuate it with the dog, you know what I'm saying? But she thought she'd be home in like 2-3 days. So my mama's dog died in the house, you know what I'm saying? Like, he drowned. He's still in there. This one of my mama old purses right here. You hear me, you know what I'm saying? It say Lady Luck on there. You hear me? But it ain't just our luck that was fucked up, you know what I'm saying? Everybody's luck was fucked up, you know what I'm saying? I don't know what we did in New Orleans, you know what I'm saying, to make our luck run like that. But we in front, Miss Linda home, man, the home that my dog Soldier Slim bought up, you know, when he first come home from jail, when he first start laying it down, you know, because the first thing you do when you start getting money is buy Moms a house. That's the first thing first. You hear me? For any street nigga, any real nigga, any, you know what I'm saying, like, moms come first, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, I mean, it be hurting me to, you know what I'm saying, speak on it and say it, you know what I'm saying, because I had to come out here, you know, and witness it when I got a phone call, because I had just left here from, you know, being with Slim, you know what I'm saying, after, you know, the incident occurred or whatnot, you know, but
yeah, he was right here where we standing. This where Slim was laying at. They shot him right up in front here. This where he was laying at. Yeah, and that was the thing. I guess they knew to get Slim in front of his house because they know that's where he was more comfortable at. You know, they couldn't walk up on him nowhere else. This was the best place in front of Mom's house. But guess what? Mom's all right. That was they did it, I guess, to hurt Mom, but Mom's all right because Slim make that possible for me. We got a few little things inside with, you know, the things I keep for Slim.
How you feel about them with the trailers and all that in the park, in Shakespeare Park by the project?
I ain't feeling the trailers. I just feel you know, we already got this in New Orleans, this territory thing, you know what I mean? And then you putting all these people that's already got problem with this third wall and this 12th wall, we already got this here. So we don't know what that outcome of that trailer thing gonna be. I know they don't understand that. All the money that they spending on these trailers, they can use that money to rebuild these houses.
Now we gonna get off into it, cause I mean they already know like what Slim meant to me, you know what I'm saying, and what Slim meant to the streets and what Slim meant to the Magnolia, but can't nobody tell it like how you could tell it, you know what I'm saying? So like just give us a little bit of what Slim meant to you and what you know that Slim meant to everybody, Louisiana, the whole world, period.
Well, Slim was, Slim was that was my baby for 13 years before I had my daughter. And that boy took good care of me. I don't care. Slim always had a hope for everybody. People, he saw on the street, he brought them in his house. I used to be like, Slim, but you got all them up there. Mama, they ain't got nowhere to go, But Slim was New Orleans, that's all he knew. I don't know how it worked out, but to me, Slim helped this house for me because this is where he wanted me to be.
Believe that.
Yeah, the house is okay because this is where he wanted me to be, and that's why I was in Houston for 4 months, hadn't got a residence and everything, but I wasn't happy there because I'm in New Orleans. I love New Orleans.
Ain't no place like home.
I had to come back home. I had to come back here and represent for Slim. This Slim as my baby right here. I keep that as a little souvenir. This here, me, him, and my daughter. Over here, somebody painted this for me. This is a little souvenir too. This here is like a little thing when this is his first record label, Hype Enough Records. When he was with Hype Enough Records, they gave me that for #1 mile.
Yeah. In loving memory of Soldier Slim. Real soldiers never die, they just multiply. September 9th, 1977 through November 23rd, 2003. You hear me? I mean, I ain't gonna like really, get off into it, in front of my arms, you know what I'm saying? But she know how I feel about it, cause she from the streets and, she respect, all us and how we feel about the whole situation. But I know Slim a street nigga, you know what I'm saying? And I know what come with the game. And I know one thing that, Slim would've got a chance to bust back. When he got out that truck in front of his door, he left the gat in his truck, cause he had 50 more gas inside. You know what I'm saying? So, they call him in front of his door, man, you know what I'm saying? And I just don't respect that. We've been rocking and we've been rolling like all day. Like I feel like, I don't know who I feel like, man. I feel like, you know what I'm saying, the ghetto Oprah or something, you hear me? You know what I'm saying? Cause I've been giving it to you rough, rugged, and rough. We on Canal Street right now. We like 2 blocks from Bourbon Street, you know what I'm saying? If you notice, you ain't seen not one police pass when we was uptown, you hear me? I done saw 50 police since I've been on Canal Street. Oh, it's real. Oh, it is real in the field. Look, NOPD. Oh, they out here. And they would take your ass to jail. Dagger shot bust wide open, you hear me? Yeah. Oh, they having fun. Like ain't nothing ever happened. Yeah. I mean, if it ain't real, it ain't me. That's what my dog Soldier Slim told me. So, much love. New Orleans finest. Be Chisel.
Y'all saw right there, the NOP messing with B Jizzle for no reason, right there at the end of the night, like leave us alone, man. Like we don't even be doing nothing, you know what I'm saying? And y'all got bigger things to deal with down there than a rap on Bourbon Street. Like stop it. And more importantly, honestly, and from our hearts definitely go out to all the people who suffered in Hurricane Katrina. We truly hope everything will work out for those who experienced any kind of loss in this tragedy. Now, for the third feature, XXL wanted to get up with one of hip-hop's forefathers, one of the pioneers of West Coast gangster rap, who has made the successful leap from legitimate MC to credible actor. Y'all know what I'm talking about, Ice Cube. Cube has been able to successfully juggle both sides of his career while staying focused at all times. He's broken barriers with NWA, released 8 solo albums, acted in or produced more than 20 movies, many becoming hood classics, and he's recently taken a shot and scored in reality television. Now, there are a lot of hip-hop artists trying to blow up on the Billboard chart and in Tinseltown. One new MC out there working to succeed at both sides of the entertainment industry is Brooklyn native Saigon, who plays himself on the hit HBO show Entourage. Saigon just happens to be a huge Cube fan, so he joined XXL as an honorary field reporter for a day and sat down with the industry tycoon to ask him a few questions about his place in the game, his feelings on hip-hop, and how he does it all. Let's check in and see how the meeting went down.
What's up, y'all? This is Saigon, the Y'all Father. Hip hop since 1978. Abandoned Nation, putting it down. XXL DVD. Go check out Ice Cube today. He's back in the game, coming stronger than ever. He is actually the pioneer of gangster rap. He's the one who made gangster rap what it is today. Because without him, you know, we'd still be rapping about doing a WAP or something like that, you know what I'm saying? Ice Cube is the sound behind, well, the lyricist behind the whole NWA movement. A lot of y'all don't know that. Like, he was writing all the rhymes back then, you know? Dre did all the beats, he wrote everybody's rhyme, the whole group. It's crazy that we're interviewing Ice Cube today, and I want to ask him how he feels about the effect of gangster rap music. For us staying credible as an artist and as a person, period, when you go into Hollywood, it's all about the roles you pick. I'm on a show called Entourage on HBO. You know, I play myself on the show, so it's not that hard of a role, but it does take work. Ice Cube was my hero growing up, B. From America's Most Wanted, Death Certificate, those albums, if you're getting into rap and you know you're not familiar with those albums, then you need to just stop what the fuck you're doing. You need to just stop rapping that day. You know what I'm saying? Those are classic. Those albums are the reason why artists like me could even exist right now, you know what I'm saying? So it was like, and the way he transcended everything, and he went from rapping to acting to Hollywood, and from the transition from Boys in the Hood, that was like, that shit is a hood classic. Like, Boys in the Hood is like, that taught a lot of us how to grow up and be, you know what I mean, stand our ground, because I was like a young kid when that shit came out. Check it out, right now, we're going up at Cornerstone right now. We're going to check out Ice Cube. He's working on his new mixtape. That's crazy, right? Ice Cube doing the mixtape. And we're gonna go check him out, see what he been up to, see what he got going on, you hear me? Let's go. We're here right now with the godfather, in my eyes, and a lot of people's eyes, of gangster rap music. You know what I mean? He created a whole sound, a whole different movement. And like I said before NWA came out, we wasn't even cussing on our songs in the East Coast. Motherfuckers was rapping about being poor and righteous and all that shit, which was all good and all that. But these dudes brought a whole nother element to the game. We here with Ice Cube, the one and only Ice Cube.
What's happening, baby? How you feeling? Good to see you.
How you doing?
I'm all right.
The first question I want to ask you, like, being that, to me, like I said, I don't know how many people are familiar with your history. I know a lot of people are. A lot of young kids know you from the movies, so they don't know about the whole NWA, the Jerry Curls. They don't really know about who you are. And I want to ask you how you feel about gangster rap today and like seeing it evolve over so many years. How do you feel about the state of hardcore and gangster music?
You know, gangster rap, hip hop in general today, you know, I'm feeling it. I'm loving it. You know, I'm loving how big it's gotten. I'm loving the fact that it's turned into an industry. You know, so many people eating off the music, which is a good thing. When we first started, we used to call it reality rap. Gangster rap is like a label the media put on it, you know, that they kind of ran with, but we call called it reality rap because we was just talking about what we saw that wasn't getting talked about in the streets. And then as it evolved, more and more people started doing it. You know, it got the title gangster rap, which I'm cool with because, you know, as long as it describes our style of what we're doing, I'm fine with that. You know, I'm loving it. You know, it's the most popular form of rap because it's not scared to deal with any issues. You know, it show you the good, the bad, the ugly about the hood. You know what I mean? About hip hop or about whatever. You know, they rapping about.
You were the lead lyricist in the group NWA, and you was young, like 16, 17, when the group came out. So my question to you is like, first of all, this is like a personal question. How did you get Eazy-E, God bless the dead, to say Ice Cube write the rhymes that I say on that song?
I mean, it was just true. You know, I wrote that in there. You know what I'm saying?
I thought that was the slickest line in hip hop. I'm like, because if I was ghostwriting for somebody, I wouldn't even have the balls.
Yeah.
Like, Saigon wrote this shit, and they actually have him say it.
Hey, you know,
he did it.
Yeah, you know, they gave me a little flack over it, but you know, the rhymes were so dope, he had to say it.
Exactly.
And you know, I wanted people to recognize, you know, the source of some of these lyrics, you know, and you know, I got him to say it. Thank God he said it, you know, because people definitely recognize me wherever I go as one of the main lyricists in NWA, and I'm proud of that.
There was a big beef between y'all after a while. I'm sure money had a lot to do with it. But when the initial group, I was watching an interview and they was asking you, were you happy when you left the group and your first album came out? And you was like, my shit is selling. Do you think I made the right decision? But at the time, like, were you nervous leaving the group? Like, being in the group was so popular and it was like, all right, I'm out on my own? Like,
yeah, a little bit, you know, but I was so mad at the time that, you know, at the time I was putting up platinum records up at my mama house. You know, I was still living at my mama house. And I didn't like that feeling, you know, of being famous, but not having the money to go with it. So I was so mad at the time, I was like, yo, I started off broke. If I got to go back to broke, it's better than being large and not having nothing. You know, and people just looking at you like, you know, are you still living at home? And you double platinum group. You know what I'm saying? It just didn't compute with me. So I just felt like, yo, I'll go back to what I was doing.
Always, a lot of people don't really listen that much, but there was always a message, even in the gangster lyrics that y'all had, there was always whether it was subliminal, but there was always a positive message somewhere in the group. Did you intentionally do that? Like,
yeah, you know, I wanted to make records that you know, made people think, made people look at situations that they might have looked over. Chuck had a line in one of his rhymes. He basically said, I don't rhyme for the sake of riddling.
Absolutely.
That line really stuck with me because I always from then on was like, yo, if I'm a rap, I'm gonna make sure that I'm saying something, dropping a little game here. You know, it could be the craziest gangster rap you ever heard, but if you really listen, there's knowledge in there, you know, and then the whole idea of street knowledge, taking the streets and letting them see the politics of the day.
Your shit was conceptual, all of it. Like, be true to the game. Like, certain records you had, even though people knew you was street, you was gangster, you had records that make a motherfucker sit back and reflect.
I think, you know, those artists last longer.
Exactly.
Those artists last longer. Exactly. People that give you more than, I mean, everybody want the club banger. Yeah. Everybody want that.
Yeah.
But, you know, most of the time, you listen to your favorite music, you're not in a club most of the time.
You're right.
So, you know, I think the artists that got something to say, that can give people game in their music, people, you know, they love you more than they love the records.
You got into acting after, like, having a successful music career.
Yeah.
Like, was that a plan? Did you plan, like, was that a part of your vision when you was doing NWA?
Nah, man, you know, I just wanted, at that time, I just wanted to be the best MC in the world. You know, that was my focus. I just wanted to be respected in the game by the people that I respected. And you know, I just wanted to just be that. And I ended up running into John Singleton. And you know, he was just a little kid, basically my age or a little younger, coming up, a little older actually, coming up and saying, yo, you know, I got this hot movie I want you to be in, but I can't get nobody to make it yet, but when I get somebody, I want you to do it. I ran into this dude about 3 or 4 times in 2 years. He's singing the same song. I got this movie, I got this movie, I got this movie. I'm basically like, yeah, nigga, okay. All right, don't tell me about this movie again unless it's real. Next thing I know, I got a script in the mail, Boys in the Hood, you know, Columbia Pictures. And went in and you know, still wasn't taking it serious, you know, till he sat down and he said, look, man, read my script. I give you one shot at it. You know, if you come in and you dope, you could be in the movie. So I started thinking, no, this is real, movie. So, you know, when I read it, I said, oh, this is about my hood. This is how we grew up. So, you know, it was just kind of like a perfect fit for me. Perfect. And that's kind of what got me into it, you know, going to the movie, being on the set one time, hanging, looking, seeing how they do it, seeing how it's done, kind of got my juices flowing, made me want to do more movies. You know, I understand you starting to get behind the camera, you know what I mean? And then, you know, I mean, in front of the camera and do your thing, you know, and you're going to get caught up in it because it's fun. It ain't nothing like thinking of something in your brain and then seeing it up on the movie screen and having people enjoy it and like it.
I'm sure Ice Cube can go walk in any record label he wants to and say, hey, I'm putting out a new album and somebody's gonna give you a deal, right? And we know you ain't hurting. So what made you put out the album independently instead of going to major?
I basically wanted to put my money where my mouth is, you know. Can't no major artist do nothing for me that I can't do for myself. So that's a major artist, a major label. Can't really do nothing for me that I can't do for myself. You know, I know the game inside out. I know what we need to do to gain awareness to sell the record. You know, I'm not looking for their little advance, you know what I'm saying? And I ain't dissing, but I feel like if you done built yourself and gotten to this position, you need to put your money behind yourself. So, you know, when the check come in, it's all yours. So, you know, that's what's up.
Okay, you got your own production company. You got a lot of things popping, you know. I'm trying to get in the acting game, yo. Y'all hear this right now? This is a 2-part question. First is, can I get a 16 on my album?
Oh yeah, no doubt.
Yeah,
no doubt. That's nothing.
Make sure y'all got
That's nothing. Just get me the beat, and I'll lace you.
Oh God, this is almost good as a contract right here. You see that? And if you got any movie roles, I don't give a fuck if I got lines or not. I can just show my face, you know.
No problem.
Just holler at me. I'll come play a crackhead or whatever you need. I appreciate you doing this interview. I appreciate you taking your time out of your very hectic schedule to sit with XXL and Saigon and doing this interview, man. And good luck on the album. And I want my 16.
You got it, baby. Much love, much respect. Man. Keep doing what you're doing, man. You know, I'm listening. I'm listening. All right. My ears to the streets.
That's what it is.
Much love.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great to see rappers sit down and chop it up, especially two that you never thought you would see together. Ice Cube is definitely the man, and Saigon, the kid, is definitely doing his thing right now. He's got the mixtapes and a debut album coming out soon. He's hustling his way through the game, trying to get heard by the masses. Getting heard is definitely not an easy thing to do, especially when you're a new jack. What helps is if you have a big name behind you, supporting your first project from start to finish. That doesn't usually happen for aspiring MCs, but it worked out that way for newcomer Hot Rod. Hot Rod is one of the newest signees to G-Unit Records, and y'all know what that means, right? That means he's got Big Homie watching his back and guiding him through the industry. Who wouldn't want that? Now, we know most any new talent would like a little advice from 50 Cent, so XXL spent the day driving around New York City's Times Square in a custom Zephyr with Fifth and Hot Rod to see what knowledge Curtis Endoscope Jackson has to drop on his new artist. Y'all know y'all gonna learn a thing or two right here, right?
Hey, what's up, yo? This is 50 Cent. This is my new artist, Hot Rod, right here. Y'all can get a chance to kick it with us. I get a chance to explain some things to him, prepare him for the things that's getting ready to happen for him. Because he got a lot going on. He got an album that's scheduled to release this summer. He'll be traveling with Lloyd Banks. Y'all know Banks, you know. But you're gonna get to know Hot Rod. You know, he's from Arizona. Why don't you tell him where you're from?
Yeah, from Arizona, you know, born in Sacramento, California, representing Arizona, Phoenix, you know what I'm saying?
His music is different from what I think people would expect right now from well, coming out of my camp, because everything's been street orientated and aggressive to this point, but his project is more light spirited. It's like
club.
A little more club, partying, and addressing the women in different ways, every which way you could think of. And I'm excited about it. I think this project's gonna be huge, you know. And initially when I received this demo, the way I actually came across him it's crazy. Like in my office, they send all of the music, because I tell the producers, and for the producers that's watching this, you know that you can send me your music and that I'll listen to it like I'll listen to anything else that comes through. It reminded me of me. Like I was listening to it going, yeah, did I do this? Like for a second. And he doesn't vocally sound exactly like me, but it sounds like something I would do. You know, and just because the way the chorus was on the record, it was like real melodic, you know, and I listened to it over and over and over, and I said I want to meet him.
He called me at work. You know, I was working, you know, I was doing my thing, and the dude was like, yeah, what's up, Hot Rod? I heard your demo. You know, it's hot, you know, I got somebody on the phone. I'm like, you know, who you got on the phone? So I got 50 on the line, so I'm like, I thought it was playing. So then 50's like, what's going on, Hot Rod? Or Rod, actually it was just Rod.
At
So what's going on, Rod? It was.
I put Hot on it.
So I'm like, you know, what's up? You know, so he starts telling me everything, and he's like, you got a job? I was like, yeah, I'm actually at work right now. He's like, what do you do? I was like, you know, I do loans and, you know, refinances and all that. He says, just quit.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
come out.
Just come out the next day, you know, don't bring any bags.
No clothes, nothing.
Just, you know, shout out to the next day, and then.
When he actually got there, I didn't think about it after I told him, you know, because I spoke to him, and he was like, I said, yo, I told him to quit his job because my intentions were to actually work with him. But I didn't really know if he was like a goon, like if he was like a real ugly person. You never know. Like, I mean, there's 4 things that, you know, I think make a star. It's quality material, performance, appearance, and personality. You know, and I know he had personality from the conversation that we had, and he had the quality material from the tape itself, you know, the demo, and the only thing was, what does he look like, his appearance, you know, how do you actually market him to the general public?
Well, I feel like I hit the lottery. You know what I'm saying? Like, a few months ago, I'm looking at the TV at this man like, is this guy real? You know what I'm saying? Now I'm, you know, rolling in this Lincoln, Cadillac, wherever it is.
It's a Lincoln.
It's a Lincoln?
But I call it Cadillac.
I told you. You're
supposed to tell people it's a Cadillac so they can look at Cadillacs instead of Lincolns. They try to copy you and have the same thing you got.
That's how it goes?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's a Cadillac.
I didn't know that's how it works.
Get a chance to take you, show you around New York City a little bit. It's my town, I'll be fronting. You see that? Just trying to get all this attention for no reason.
50!
That's right.
Let me tell you something, brother. Sunny days wouldn't be special without the rain. Joy wouldn't feel so good if it wasn't my pain. They leave you physically, mentally, and emotionally scarred. My man, brother.
That's
How you doing, bro? This is so cool, bro.
So Tell me, man, how's it gonna be, man? Like, when
It's gonna be crazy. Right after your record come out, it's gonna feel like a roller coaster to start, and it's not gonna stop. It's gonna be an endless ride. You use drugs, cocaine, that type of rush. Nah, it's definitely gonna be crazy for you, though. What up? What's up, man? How you doing?
Came back and said thank you for that great movie that we did up in the Bronx.
I really appreciate it.
Nice ride.
It's good. You know, ride around some fun.
This looks good. You know that.
Y'all making another one?
Yeah, Disney. Yep. Animated film.
Wow.
Yeah.
They should have put me in it. I'm cold, man. I'm hot.
you like a god to
We trying to get you hot. What up? What up? You got the haze. You said you got the haze. Ride the bike, man. You busy on looking at me. Yeah. Which one? Thank you.
Wow.
Brazil? It's nice in Brazil. How you doing, mama? What up? Then they wonder why I don't go out. They want to say, oh, they don't go nowhere. What's up, man? For the next album, man. She's doing it right there, man. Looking for the next album, man. The next album. What up, man? I can't talk to your daughter. Hey, how you doing, baby? It's cool, like when you just like ride around like this, but when you don't feel like people, you're gonna have good moments. Where you don't feel like having people around you, and it ain't gonna stop. You know? How you doing? And it's not gonna stop. It keep going. Like I said, it's a roller coaster. You look good at me every day. Roller coaster that don't end. It's crazy. You gotta kind of get used to that energy, or when you start feeling like you had a good time just sitting on the couch, watching TV, because there's always something going on. And even when you watch, what you say? Photo. Where you from? London? Yeah. It sounds like it. Yeah.
What's up?
How you doing?
Can I give you my card? I work with nutraceuticals.
Nutra? What the hell is nutraceuticals? The networking.
Excellent healthcare products, okay? And we do websites as well, too.
Okay. All right, nutraceuticals. Nutraceuticals, that means money. He probably gonna, we got it. Let's make a deal. Nutraceuticals. Let's make a deal.
Thumbs up.
What up, man? Chilling, you doing it? You can raise your scat and Minnie Mouse up in that motherfucker. You heard him? Yo. But those people, the people that you see running to the car and out there, they don't necessarily have my CD at home. You know what I mean? So now they're interested today because they physically saw me. You know, and they might go pick up the CD because they're saying to somebody, yeah, I saw 50, and then they want to hear the music. All of a sudden, like, you know what I mean? The interest that you generate doesn't go away. So it's like, on a day that you don't feel like people, who cares? And they look at you like, I bought your CD, you supposed to. Trying this funny. You know, I make reference to the times that there was nobody really interested in 50 Cent. You know, and that allows me to still go, okay, I'll do it. Or yeah, take the picture. You know what I mean? And some people try to control the image so much that they won't take a picture with you in the street. I don't do it all the time because it's uncomfortable. Like, you'll have artists point and go, you know, he'll never be nowhere. You know what I mean? And it's because they don't generate any interest. They don't feel that energy when they come out. Like, people look at them and go, yeah, that's such and such, you know, but nobody cares that they're there. This right here is, they know her. I think they might be familiar with her. It's the first lady right here. Good. Scooby-Doo. He got rhinestone shirts and anything.
The best part about it is that every rapper around me is hot. Like, you can't say not one of them is whack. So that's always a great look. And just meshing that whole thing like what we did with Best Friend, that song is crazy.
Yeah,
every time I turn on the radio, it's on, so I'm excited.
And that was her idea. Like, the record, it's not like somebody had to say, yo, you know what you should do? Make the remix. She went and did it. And when it came back, I was like, what? I'm putting this out right now. And then, you know what I mean? And then to have the record be a huge success it's great. She already, you know, bring great material to the table. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be really good. Oh, continue to hate. It's too late to hate. Actually, you should have hated 3 years ago, you stupid motherfucker. That's what I want to really tell a hater. Pay close attention. Wait, in fact, look. Hate because you see this.
Here we go, here we go.
Look.
You done started them.
I want you to hate because you see that right there. You know what that is right there? Wait a minute.
Blood money on there.
Wait a minute. What that say? That say blood money right there. May 2nd, Mobb Deep in store. Don't forget that. Wait.
See what you did, girl? I knew this was such a detail coming out.
Dude, you got to have money. That's what you need. You got to have money. You understand what I'm saying? This is when things start to get different. You understand what I'm saying? When you walk around with $100,000, you know things is different. It's too late to hate, baby. Don't make no sense. You know what I mean? Why would you want to do that?
Oh, you want to hold it? Hot Rod second, he hold it.
I hold that. That's what I feel like. When you get there, you won't have it. I'm gonna go ahead before they start saying that I'm arrogant. This is just my confidence.
What's up? You know, Hot Rod representing, you know, Phoenix, Arizona, in the Customs effort right here at 39. T-Motorsport. The boys is bad. You know, Fifth left me, man. He always leave me on these little warehouses with expensive cars or whatnot. But, you know, I'll tell you a little bit about myself. Album coming, Fast Lane, representing Arizona. You know, I've been rapping for about, probably about 7 years. You know, since junior high. Used to do little karaoke tapes, you know what I'm saying? The little rock 'em. But actually, used to like remix songs, kind of like how 50 was doing. There's a lot of people out there that make good music and they just don't know how to get into the right hands. You know what I'm saying? And that was kind of my whole thing. I would make hit records all day, but they'd be in my room or, you know, they'd be on the internet and servicing like that. Me and my people always said the first real person with, you know, money or that can make an actual decision that hears my music will sign me. And for some reason it happened to be 50 Cent. I'm gonna bring like the happy, the party, the strictly party, bullshit, hoes, you know, we call them screezies, drinking, all that. That's just me. And I'm just so surprised it happened so fast. It would actually be probably a punishment if I was on another label, like Def Jam or, you know, Capitol or, you know, somebody else. I'd rather have a nigga who sold 20 million records and, you know, with 2 albums A&R my project than somebody who's getting paid a salary, you know, to show me that direction. So that's why, man, it's, you know, 50 gets a lot of calls from all these different artists, man. Everybody's trying to come over here, so I just feel honored, man, you know, for him to give me that shot.
Did you see how many people chased after them through the streets of New York? That was crazy. And how many people ran up to take a picture of Fifth? It's nuts. All those different types of fans. No wonder he has $100,000 in cash at hand all the time. Fifth just, 5 G's, I'm good, you understand? I'm just playing. I'm sure people always want something from Big Homie, but people always want to go near what's hot. The world of hip-hop revolves around several things. I want to break it down for you. The music, the money, the celebrity, and the gossip. Gossip is part of what keeps the industry turning. And the bigger you are, the more they talk about you and the people around you. That's what happened with Carmen Bryant, ex-girlfriend of Nas. Now, y'all have heard of Carmen before during one of the biggest battles in hip-hop history, the one between Nas and Jay-Z, which produced some of rap's most heated songs, such as The Takeover, Ether, and Super Ugly. What you don't know is Carmen's story. She didn't jump out there and do tons of press after the drama between Jay and Nas unfolded, so not too many people have really heard her story. Instead, she wrote a book, Sex, Drugs, and Hip Hop. Oh, and did I mention love? The book is about her life and what really happened between her, Jay, Nas, Allen Iverson, and every other rumor the gossip ring was buzzing about. So XXL linked up with Miss Bryant to hear some of her story firsthand. You know, if you want to get to the bottom of something, you got to go to the source.
My name is Carmen Bryant. I am the author of the autobiography, Sex, Drugs, and Hip Hop, Oh, and Did I Mention Love? Maybe 10 years ago, I got a job at Def Jam as a receptionist. I went on from there to Capitol. But when I met Nas, my daughter's father, you know, I would go to the studio with him often. He was also in the studio with my brother at the time, who was a producer, and my cousin. I could feel Nas staring at me. When I would exchange the look, he'd turn his head. It was cute. After the movie, we decided to go back to my house. On the ride home, I asked, "Do you believe in love at first sight?" We held hands, moved in closer, and kissed. Our lips were glued together practically the whole ride home. Before we knew it, the Alizé and we were getting the best of us. We were actually all over one another like wrestlers. Although I wanted him just as much as he wanted me, I had to warn him to slow down a couple of times. Finally, we stopped and ended the night wrapped in each other's arms watching a flick. From that night on, Nas and I spent every free moment together. Money was scarce. We were living on my paycheck. When I first met Nas, I was actually working 2 jobs, and I was holding down all the bills so that he could go into the studio, record. I always knew that Nas was going to be a star, and I just wanted to support him. Nas and I got together in '91, and I left in '99. But we were still off and on, so I say we were together for a total of 10 years, and we pretty much grew up together, and then grew apart. As the days passed, it felt more and more like I was living with a total stranger. All the people that Nas had in his circle, including his family, had put him on a pedestal, and he was starting to buy into it. Now he would talk to people with a condescending tone, including me. He had an opinion about everybody and everything. He began to develop mood swings and would constantly contradict himself. It turned him into a whole new person. There's not just one love story in the book. There are actually several. You know, in life you go through experiences and relationships, good or bad, but at the end of the day, you know, it helps you define who you are as a person. The most common question is, how could you sleep with Nas's enemy? And the truth is, you have to ask yourself, when were Jay-Z and Nas ever enemies? Like, when were they nemesis, you know? The truth is, the dispute between these 2 individuals is a result of my affair with Jay-Z. Plain and simple. Suddenly, out of nowhere, this dude marches right up to us and invades our little intimate circle. He stood there with his arms folded and chewed on a toothpick. We were like, "Hello, what can we do for you?" I thought to myself, who is this fool? Tata immediately stepped in. "Oh, this is my man Jay-Z." I said hello and kept it moving. Although it was clear by my facial expressions that I wasn't interested, Jay-Z was persistent and attempted to strike up a conversation. My reaction was totally off the shoulder. "I have a boyfriend," I said bluntly. "So?" he replied. I walked away from him at least 5 times, but he would not let up. I finally gave in and gave him some conversation. I thought, fine, let me give dude 2 minutes and at least listen to his pitch. we became really, really good friends. I mean, it was at least a year before we were intimate. And at that time, I had no reason to use my relationship with him, you know, as to stab Nas. You know, I don't think you grow in a relationship with a person or befriend a person to get at another person. Even if you know, one day decide, okay, well, that's the excuse. It's really not. You cannot help who you're attracted to. The mood was very relaxed. No hype, very simple and intimate. We started kissing and it was rather intense. Somehow we ended up in his bedroom. He started to undress me, and this time I didn't resist. My clothes were off in a flash, and so were his. When he leaned in, I suggested immediately that he get a condom. "Don't move, and I mean it," he said, as he dashed into the walk-in closet. It had been a long wait for him. The time before didn't count. When he returned, the lovemaking began. We kissed, and I moaned as he penetrated me. He was huge. I could feel all of him fill up inside me. The encounter was passionate and sweet. Then he gave me another one of those mind-blowing massages. "Damn, why did you have to make me wait so long?" he asked. I just smiled. I had to make sure that his intentions were in the right place. We both drifted off to sleep in each other's arms. Who's better in bed? That was the #1 question. "Good morning," he said, standing over me, smiling and holding a glass of orange juice. I giggled. I was laughing because he was naked. I loved the fact that he was so free. It seemed like we had grown even closer after we made love. In a nutshell, SC was like my homie lover and friend. The more time we spent together, the fonder I grew of him. Before I left, I took a double glance at my neck in the mirror. I definitely felt guilty, and I would get over that guilt by saying to myself, or trying to convince myself, well, he has another life too, he has secrets too, you know. But I think the initial guilt came from me just living a life that you know, was in secrecy. I felt like I was in a movie in the middle of a love scene. Again, it could have been the alcohol. Puff took me by the hand and gently kissed my lips. His tongue made its way into my mouth, and the next thing I knew, we were kissing. I had gotten lost in the moment, but I quickly snapped out of it, feeling quite embarrassed. What the hell am I doing, I thought. Then I ran. We had a daughter together, so I don't think someone like Puffy or Alan would be too quick to spread, you know, my infidelities with them. It just wouldn't be a good situation for anyone. Not saying that they didn't mention their relationship with me to their peers or those that are close to them. As soon as we entered the room, we were all over each other. We began kissing, then we fell onto the bed. The next thing I knew, my top was off, my shorts, then everything. He felt wonderful inside me. The first session was rather brief, but enjoyable. After the second and third round, I was out like a light. Alan had incredible stamina. Before leaving, he gave me a kiss and said he would call me once he got to Virginia. He hesitated before turning the doorknob, looked back and said, "Can I get some more?" I was flattered. "You sure can. Get over here," I responded. In the middle of round 4, Alan asked, "Nas ever tell you got some good stuff?" "Not in words," I replied. I specifically told Nas everything because I was not about to sit back and watch Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak, or anyone else belittle him as a man. Jay-Z and I were such good friends, and we had spoken on so many occasions before this. Deep down, I knew that SC wanted me to leave Nas and be with him, but he would never admit it for fear of rejection. He lacked a great deal of confidence. I wasn't afraid to leave Nas, but I was afraid to leave him for SC. The truth of the matter was that I was more concerned with how Nas would take such a blow. He would be devastated. I wasn't afraid of what Nas would do to me, but what he would do to himself, or SC for that matter. We were supposed to use this opportunity to actually be who we claimed to be, or to be who we proclaimed to be. And he didn't. He really disappointed me when he fell short of the things that he said and the person that I thought he was by his actions. Yes, I was pregnant by him, but, you know, unfortunately, I had a miscarriage. Or who knows, I may have even had an abortion. I know that what happens in the dark eventually comes to the light, but I had no idea that it would have been, you know, an explosion in hip-hop. But on a more positive note, I can say that I'm a part of that legacy. I have no regrets. I would do it all over again in a heartbeat. I am the person that I am today because of my relationship with Nas, because of my relationship with Jay-Z, being a mother, you know, Nas has given me a beautiful daughter. I wouldn't trade her for the world. Had I have not met him or been in a relationship with him, I wouldn't have Destiny. So I have absolutely no regrets. Although Nas and I are not together and we did have, you know, a tumultuous relationship, I still have a lot of love for Nas. You know, he's Destiny's father and he'll always be her father.
All right. Now, I know some of y'all are probably blushing just a little bit right now. Harmony definitely gets down for her. Dove right in and just splat out. And if you want more, she's going to be releasing an updated version of the book, so if you didn't get enough just now, you will be able to soon. Now, bringing it all back home, we've reached the final feature on this first installment of XXL Taking on Television. And what better way to celebrate than to have some good old-fashioned fun with Wu-Tang chef, the maker of the notorious Only Built for Cuban Links, Raekwon. Ray, along with several other MCs, DJs, and XXL, flew out to a fancy golf course in Phoenix to get their golf swing on at a Scion car event. Unfortunately, after over 100 days with no rainfall, of course, you know what happened. Phoenix skies opened up, cutting the actual golfing short. Everyone still had fun though, and Raekwon got a surprise at the end.
Yo, check it out. What's the deal, man? It's Raekwon the Chef, man. Right now, man, we in Arizona. It's hot as a movie out here, you know what I'm saying? We getting ready to get our golf thing on, so yo, welcome aboard, baby. Let's do this. Come on.
Yeah, man. We up in this bitch, man. We about to get this golf on, swing on, XXL, Yardzilla, Wu-Tang, you know what I'm saying? Reebok, G-Unit, everybody up in this bitch, you know what I'm saying? You know, getting ready to swing the clubs on the motherfucker, you know what I'm saying?
Just chillin', nigga. Get some of this good motherfucking air, you know what I mean? Get away from the cold city, you know? Come out here with some shorts on. You know what I mean? I'm welcoming y'all into my world right now, you know what I mean? This is that world that everybody been wanting, so we fully there, you know what I mean? But making this album out, I'm here for y'all, man. Respect that, man, for real, man, but it's all official, man. You know what I mean? I'm a forefather. You know what I mean? Put a lot into the game. Show niggas how to rock they motherfucking kicks, jewels, slang. You know I'm a slang therapist. The mighty Wu. You know we the best of the best, you know what I'm saying? It's like we motherfucking Bloomingdale's and Saks Fifth Ave. Niggas is VIM niggas. How my golf swing is? It's perfect. My shit go back from the projects, nigga. This hand right here, this hand is good for all type of shit. This right hand, it's that knockout hand, that golf swing hand, that baseball bat hand, Barry Bonds fucking swing hand. All with that, been through it, so she know the war. She know what it's about. Man. What up, niggas? Shalom Raekwon right here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I'm gonna take a couple of swings. You G.O.D. in the back of me. Killer K, my nigga Wigs. We chillin', we come to see some of these green humps and take a couple of swings, man. Just thinking about changing my name to Peacock Woods. Peacock Woods. Nah, I'm thinking about winning it, actually. I'm saying to myself, do I really got what it take to like play this sport? You know what I mean? This is my new 645.
You done snatched it.
But Killer K, what up? I need somebody to call a bartender man on wheels and tell him I need 2 Scottsdales on the rocks. Nigga need one of these in the hood just to be chilling and like, yo, what up, son? I'm in
Yo, Mike, go!
Word, like, yeah.
Chef Gilmore.
Yo, you see that flag down there, right? All the way down there, that little white guy.
You got that, man? You got that? You got that, baby?
That's where you need to get it at on 2 inches, black man.
Y'all gotta give me my silence, man. Come on, man. Y'all playing games, man.
Quiet.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. The shit was wiggling. The wind. The wind. What? Practice swing.
All right, Mike.
Dead bird.
Oh, yeah, this shit. That's Tiger right there, boy.
That's Tiger Woods. God damn.
Just give me like 3 bottles in James, man. And a good, fresh, motherfucking blunt. Say something. All right. Come on, man, come on. See, this is the object. To throw that motherfucker in right there.
Really no golfer, so don't laugh at me.
Be able to get this shit.
Chill. That's my first time, you know, so trust me, man. Appreciate that. I'm about to jump back in the slab whip. And then we gonna go. I bet y'all give me one ball in. I bet y'all do. Bet y'all do.
I see what he's talking about now, though, with that. It's a motion thing. It's a motion thing.
That's the ball or the bird fly? Hey, wait a minute, wait. God damn.
Storm is coming. Woo!
Nice one, man. You fucking crushed it. You hit it good, son.
Win, baby.
Oh, shit. I told y'all niggas earlier we was gonna win. You know what I mean? The cameraman, he caught me in his days and shit, and he was like, yo, what you thinking about? And I'm like, I'm just thinking about winning this shit. You know what I mean? Because one thing about me, I'm a motivational speaker and a teacher and a player, you know what I mean?
Today was pretty cool. I mean, it was something I ain't never done in my life, but riding on them crazy go-karts, I almost flipped over and fell on my ass. It was all good. I mean, everybody came out, had fun, and you know what I'm talking about? We was in the building, man.
I don't really like golf. It was cool though, you know what I'm saying? It's a relaxing game and it ain't pouring rain and shit. It's cold as hell.
I was gonna play today, but then the rain said no.
Next time, can I pick like a better sport, like basketball or
racquetball?
You know what I'm saying? Soccer, pool.
Man, I first got into golfing, dodging bullets at the golf course, at the miniature golf course over there in San Pedro. They have one.
You know, they don't call me Double T for nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a master on the golf course. Holla.
Nah, I probably hit a couple of cactuses, you know what I'm saying? I hit a couple of things.
Man, I was an expert at shooting right through that little windmill, you know what I'm saying? It would come around, bam, I'll shoot it right through the center, man. But I never thought I'd be right here in a real golf course.
My miniature golf skills are off the hook, too. Watch it now. Beep, 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 beep. Wow.
I have more fun in the carts though, you know what I'm saying? That's more fun than golfing, to tell you the truth.
It's good for me because I'm half white, but the black people here didn't really enjoy themselves. That's the honest way I saw it.
Just letting y'all know we ain't playing no games with y'all.
Now I can kind of play it off if I ever have to do it again.
I think when I get back to Staten Island and Shaolin, I'm gonna start taking my little daily swing. So next year when we come back around and we do some shit like this and we be Peacock Woods out this motherfucker, knocking Tiger Woods out the motherfucking bidots. You know what I'm saying?
Alright, that's what's up. Tigger with y'all, Tigger with y'all. That's what's up. We've come to the end of the XXL DVD, and I know you enjoyed yourself. Thank you to all the rappers and all the folk who participated in this show. You gotta admit, it was off the chain. But we've got one more special guest. XXL's editor-in-chief, Elliot Yellow Nigga Wilson. He has some parting words for you before this shit is a wrap. Now, a few minutes with YN, I'll be out of here. I'll holler at me later. YN, do you think, boy?
I like our DVD.